Hey gang, we are in Michigan on a foggy day. We're in the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and one of our viewers gave me a lead on this cemetery here near a town called Rockland, mining town. So we're going to talk about that. But Mr. Shoup, thank you very much. This looks beautiful. Now I haven't gone back. I just drove to the tip of this road here, and I saw the cemetery to my left. And the cemetery has a haunted legend, kind of a creepy legend to it. So if you come here, a little bit of a muddy road, but if you look to the right here, this goes up. It's like a dirt road, circles around here to the left and continues on to the left, but the cemetery is to the right. So yeah, Rockland, a lot of rich mining history here. You go back to the fur traders, 1700s, the French, and then the logging industry, and then you have the copper belt. Now this is big copper belt country. And Rockland, and then just to the north here is Ontonagon, which is the shipping port, and big copper mining, all copper mining. This is the belt. And actually Rockland is where they found this massive copper boulder. And we're going to talk about that. Now, you know what it said? I think the cemetery was up this way, and I do see some graves up there. But I see a big monument over here. Maybe it's... Let's check this out first. Looks like it's spread around. Oh, look at, there's a little path here. Let's take this path and explore this together. This moss-laden path. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, it's kind of spooky back here. I wonder where this goes. Oh, look at this. I wonder what that is. Looks like some ceramics, some pots. Yeah, this does look like the enchanted forest. Oh yeah, there's some big monuments up there if you look through. But we're going to go right here. I see as we turn this corner here, it's a lonely grave. Well, actually there's two graves, looks like. So the people here, yeah, big mining community. I think there were 80 homes. And there's another grave up here. Let's check that out. Schust. Ernest, 1880 to 1923. This is just beautiful in here. Look at the way this is maintained. Really neat little cove. Mr. Shoup, nice job. I think we're under an apple tree here. Look at all the apples. Let's have an apple. All right, let's go back. Let's backtrack. This way. I want to see those bigger monuments. So, yeah, the big copper mining town here. A lot of rich history. It's first settled in the 1840s. It was an outgrowth, an outcropping, this place, of the old Minnesota and national mines. Those were the famous mines here, especially the Minnesota. That was the big mine. I think actually it was near there, the Victorian mine. That's where they found that big boulder. Well, they were all included under that name, the Victoria Mines. It was called the Ontonagon Boulder. 3,708 pounds this boulder was. It's like finding a giant gold nugget. Well, they operated the mine here from around 1849 until 1921. They had, like I said, 80 houses here, owned by the mining company. Well, they had everything, the school and store and houses. That's what they did. The average pay at the time, $1 a day, 10-hour workday, guys. Can you imagine working for $1 a day? O'Rourke. So these are family plot markers. And Walsh, so Irish, right? It's not named Irish Hollow for nothing. But look at this. This is, if you look close, this is like a fireplace, it looks like. Right? With the stone in the center. It says, "In God we trust." Looks like a fireplace. What do you think? This is a hollow. And it does remind me of like this, the feeling of Ireland, right? So yeah, here are the Walsh. James Walsh, 1870 to 1940. This looks like Margaret. It's almost unreadable. 1924, 1873 to 1924. Grandfather. Ed Moore, Thomas Walsh, died in 1916, 1861, just one date. Boy, 1859, that's before the Civil War. And as we go left, they're going back in time. Looks like 1811. 1833. Catherine Walsh. Boy, she saw a lot, including the Civil War. Well, I guess not. These are later, 1860 to 1912. Catherine. This is O'Rourke now. So we have two O'Rourkes, Brian and Catherine. 1860 to 1930. So his wife passed before him. The O'Rourkes. Oh, look at this right here. Look at that path. Let's just take a quick look over here. And again, I have not scouted this out. Just want to see the name. I'll bet it's an Irish name. Oh. Benjamin Jeffs. I don't know if that's Irish. Is that Irish? Of course, when I think for sure it's going to be Irish, proves me wrong. Yeah, let's go check this out here. The moss-covered path. This is fantastic. They're renovating the town, I guess. Well, the town is there and people are there. But they're renovating the original cabins. I think they have 4 cabins that are renovated for tours. They did that in the 1970s. They started doing that. You know, those cabins where the miners lived. What a view. Look at this picture. This could be a painting, guys. They have guided tours there, I guess, or they did. These 4 cabins, you could see 2 boarding houses and a family home, and another structure. Here's a grave down there, lens. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the inscription. Yeah, it's a foggy, nice day, just quiet as can be. Anna Lenz. She died February 1st, 1873, 56 years old. Let's see if there are any other inscriptions on here. Yeah, Matthias. Matthias, think of the Bible, biblical name. Died in 1899. He was 90 years old, over 90 years old. Look at that. There's a lot of monuments tucked in the woods with these beautiful little paths. Let's check this out. This is in disrepair. Looks like it used to have a big surround, concrete posts. Mother Mrs. McGann. Died August 15th, 1835, 70 years. So she was born in the 1700s. Wow. Now you've got to be careful. These things are all leaning. You get hit by one of these, it's game over. There's John, who died May 13th, 1907. He was 80. So the people were living a long time. Look at the flower. I've got my cinematic camera here in 4K. This camera has a massive imaging sensor. It's probably going to be the best image you're going to see anywhere. This is professional gear. I paid a lot of money for this setup here with this giant gimbal, and that's why sometimes you'll hear me, I'm walking and I'm out of breath, because this gimbal is probably almost 24 inches high. It weighs about 12 to 15 pounds, plus including the camera. And like when I'm holding out like this, my right arm has gotten really strong. Isn't that like a little foam thing? So, you know, sometimes you'll hear me out of breath because it's like I'm holding this bucket of water, right? Yeah. Oh, here's another neat path. Wow, this is a great find. I have to tell you, I get a lot of recommendations, but this is intriguing, and it's fun doing it with you guys. Again, I haven't. Oh, look at the wrought iron up there. Now, how can a person get excited about a cemetery? Right? That's who we are. So Dwyer. Now that is Ireland, native of, I can't read it, but the County Cork, Ireland. I can't read the city. Maybe the camera is so good, you will probably be able to read this. And he died August 16th, looks like 68. Yeah. Oh, here's another amazing stone. Look at this. This is one of the, and the metalwork supporting it. Look at the care that's taken. Patrick Byrne and Esther Byrne. 1863, 1878 died. Patrick did, and 63 was Esther. Look at that angel. Now that angel reminds me of the legend here. Say that in the early 1900s, the people were dedicating the cemetery here, and a lot of people showed up. But there was a family, a mother, father, and a daughter, a young girl. Now she was maybe a young teenager. She didn't want to come. She thought this whole thing was stupid. Cemetery. I want to stay home. They finally let her stay home. But they knew she liked to play with firecrackers. Said, don't play with the firecrackers. Well, what do you think happened? As soon as they left, they got out here. She is lighting firecrackers in the house. And of course, curtain catches on fire. Next thing you know, the house is going up. Is it Murray or Murphy? It looks like Murphy, County Cork. So a lot of these people from County Cork, Ireland. And I'll give you a shot of the inscriptions. Yeah, and they're out here, and she comes running out here, and the whole town is starting to go up in flames. Looks like they're working on a stone here, and as the town goes up in flames, and they're not believing her, they say from here they could see the smoke rising, and they believed her. And sadly, the whole town burned down of Rockland. Now, I think there would be something in the history books about that. If that kind of, we have the Italian Hall disaster that happened up here. I mean, if the whole town burned down, that would be in the history classes. Michigan. Interesting story of Michigan here. Here's the Murphy family plot, all under concrete. Cornelius Murphy. He died April 27th, 1890. 58. Catherine. 1873. And Daniel. Yeah, popular. I'm Daniel's Danny. It's probably the most popular Irish name. Interesting story on the UP here. When Michigan tried for its statehood in 1835, they had this big argument with Ohio to the south, the southern border. And it's funny, it's a little strip of land. They're like, it's ours. And Ohio's like, no, it's ours. And it's this little strip that goes like east to west. And the Congress stepped there. It's called the Toledo War. They were going to have a war. No one was killed because Congress stepped in and they said, okay, here's what we're going to do. Ohio, you get the strip. It's valuable, the little strip. But I think Michigan won out because they got the whole UP. They're like, Michigan, you get, and Wisconsin, sorry, they took it from Wisconsin, they gave it to Michigan. That's why it's like carved up this way, because of this Toledo dispute, this Toledo War. So, Michigan, man, copper, logging, fur trading, beautiful. Lake Superior, Ontonagon up there. And all this, the whole place is just, this is an amazing part of Michigan that, oh look, there's little, I think these are footstones. Look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6 footstones. Look at the wrought ironwork. So there's a tripod here. They've been lifting. Oh, I'll bet it's for that monument over there. Check that out. See that? See that marble tablet? They're going to basically put that back right there. It's like that other one we saw, like that one. Look at this wrought iron. Just stunning. You can see here where the gate used to be. There's the latch. And there's the hinges. Yeah. All right, let's continue on. I'm swatting at some mosquitoes. So we better just keep on the move. This is really neat. You have to come here, guys, if you're anywhere in the Upper Peninsula, the UP. The little paths. Maria Kenna. When I think Kenna, I think of McKenna. This is just Kenna. And there are no dates. Oh, look over there. A whole nother part. You want to check it out? Which path should we take? Oh my gosh, really? It goes, there's some here, and there's some up there. I see looks like a woodman. Let's go up here. I was going to do a live stream here, but the signal's only 1 bar. I think that would be a fail. Oh, this is like the main path of the cemetery. This is actually a big place, guys. Look at this. There's all kinds of exploring to be done here. The whole family's laid out here. Bebeau. Bebeau. All late 1800s. More wrought iron work. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, this is Mary, wife of Charles Skelton. She was 48, died in 1887. A lot of Irish history here. There's O'Neill. Boy, I looked on Google Earth, I'm like, oh, this is a tiny little place. But see, you can't see it, it's all in the woods. Oh, that's a mosquito. All right, we got Mary O'Neill, and she passed in 1994. Wow. I think they just repaired this recently, probably. See the hook on there. What's neat is, as I was saying before, there's these paths, these moss-covered paths, just meander along. William Gordon died 1897 in December, 76 years old. Let's go this way. Over the river, through the woods. Rock of Ages. Look at that carving. Boy, a lot of graves here, guys. Look at this one. It's neat how people are maintaining and fixing So we have Albert and Clemens. And it shows children, Gustav and Bertha. Let's continue. Lohman, 1859 to 1921. And here's a poor, forgotten soul in this wrought iron surround. And you can see the cavitation in the ground way, way down. Wooden coffins maybe would last a decade, maybe two, or longer. Then they cave in and you see the depressions that stay for many decades. There's another one, a mother and a father. Let's go this way. We just keep following the paths and look at all the ivy. Well, I don't know if that's ivy, but this just goes on and on. It's just beautiful back in here. All right. Mary, 1890, 54 years old. And look at the raspberries, guys. Well, they're pretty much about to all fall down. I'm filming this in mid-August. Those look pretty good. Emond. Look at all those little stones there. Mary, wife of Edmund. Thomas Emond, 1895. She passed 53. Look at it, says request in pace instead of rest in peace. Now that's a first. Big family plot here. All in moss, covered in beautiful moss. Do you like moss? I love it. Hard on the stones though. It's a beautiful stone, 52 years old he died. Ignaz Stoll, 1878. Let's see, what's over here? Looks like a veteran. Matthews. Looks like 3-year-old. Is that a fireman? What is that, guys? Firefighter company number 1. That's the first time I've seen one of those. O'Neill. Jerry O'Neill. Born in County Kerry, Ireland. Died December 31st, 1894. 90 years old. This has an Irish meaning. Tell me, guys. Remember we were at Rosehill? And this plant is a certain plant from Ireland. And I can't remember, but you tell me. I know you know. This looks like one that's going to need some help. Look at this. They had to have planted, right? To get this effect. Somebody had to have cleared and planted this plant. All right, you have to tell me. Maybe this is not purposeful. But what plant is that? Does anyone... Is this an Irish... Is this bringing Ireland into the hollow here? Because I'm telling you, I got a lot of experience in the woods here in Michigan and Wisconsin. And I've never seen a woods like this with this kind of an effect. This has got to be purposeful. And it goes way, way in. It's breathtaking, actually. And we're on the perfect day. It's kind of an eerie, little bit of a foggy day. There's some more of the same firefighting. I mean, I see a fireman's hat, right? So it's got to be a group here in Rockland. Kuhn. So quiet. You do hear the highway, but there are very few trucks and cars going by. This is not a typical road. It has a lot of high traffic. Now it's the same fireman's brigade. Miles and Mueller. All right, we are probably reaching the end. A few more. So we have John, 13 years old only, 1897. You have to wonder what disease took him. 5 months old guy, sons of John and Sophia Howell. May their souls rest in peace. Amen. All right, let's go this way, guys. Burns and Ware. Julia Ware, 1906. Sarah Burns, 1897. There's another fireman's flag and medallion. Cecil Huddleston. There's some strange curved bar here. Here I thought this was going to be a 8-minute walk. No. Anton Spitz. He died on June 4th, 1900. He was 69. And there's a whole prayer here for Anton. And we have one of these zinc ones that always look new no matter how old they are. I've seen these before, especially in Chicago, like at Calvary Cemetery in Evanston. Saw a number of these. And there are a lot of people buried here in this plot. Oh yeah. 6 weeks old infant daughter. All sides covered. And a lot of young ones. May they rest in peace. Alright guys, that is going to do it from Irish Hollow. Magnificent. Alright, we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for tagging along. Really intriguing walk. See ya.